Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Thursday, April 9th, 2015. Alright, yesterday we had the EIA Petroleum Status Report. I didn't even bother looking at it, to tell you the truth. And FOMC minutes, which I did take a peek at, which really said nothing different than what I've been reading anti-Yellen over the past, at least a couple of weeks anyway. So there's nothing new there. It didn't seem to affect the market at all. It was at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know. It didn't seem to bother it. Today we have jobless claims at 8:30, typical Thursday report, and that's about it for the biggies for today. Swinging on over to the futures over in Asia, mostly bullish, and Europe bullish across the board. So, interesting article here that I took a peek at regarding the Volt, the Chevy Volt from Government Motors. They're going to stop production because this is what the article said, and I'm just summarizing here, because there's a new version of the Volt coming out in the fall, I guess. I think it was the fall. And they said it's going to get up to 50 miles on a charge. Well, isn't that what it was getting before? Was 50 miles? And that was kind of the complaint, that little gas motor had to start charging quickly, soon, or whatever. But anyway, that particular model is not doing too well, especially with low gas prices. So now they're selling big 4x4s and trucks and stuff like that, so which really have a huge margin. So they're gonna, the auto industry is gonna just make tons of money off of that. So anyway, and Jamie Dimon, sort of a hometown hero to me, because I used to live in the Chicago area, and I followed him when he was CEO of First Chicago Bank, which happened, I think it was First Chicago Bank. Jesus, it was so long ago. And I had an account there, so I used to follow him. Always kind of interested in business and who's running what, even before I got into options. So anyway, that is of some interest. And then over here, on the futures in the U.S., we're looking at possible gap down. Gold dropped below the 1200 mark, which was our bogey. Oil still above 50, which is our bogey for oil. And the dollar's at 98.58, actually gained a little bit of strength since the last time that we looked at it. Okay, let's take a look at the account here. Kind of like jumbled some things around here. I sold or bought back the shorts on Netflix and Priceline yesterday. And I actually used the app on my iPhone to do that. So that was interesting. It didn't come over to my laptop to do it. So later on in the day, I dinged this little picture up here in the spreadsheet, which is the one that I post up on my blog. So here, I sold it for $8, and I paid $18.50 to buy it back. So I was down $10.50. So on the long side, I paid $6.65 for it, and when I checked yesterday, it was at $14.45. And so this morning I said, well, what do I need that to go to in order to break even? If I wanted to break even, it would need to go to $17.15 to give me my break even here, right down here. If I was to, of course, take that $2.70 out, that would be my loss. Would be $2.70 as of yesterday, and down here, same thing for Netflix. I collected $3.76 when I sold at 420 call, and I bought it back yesterday for $16.90. Boy, tell me Netflix didn't make a big move, even bigger than Pricelines from the option perspective. So I'm down $13.14 on that. And don't forget there's two of them, so it's not all roses. And the same thing there. Yesterday when I checked, it was at $11.06, so I needed another $4.46 to break even on Netflix. So we can go and take a look at those calls when we go through the A+ list, and we'll see where they sit right now. Excuse me. Alright, so everything else is pretty much status quo. A little bit nervous about RUT and SPX here. I think SPX might be okay, but RUT is painful right now. Very painful. It's in the money. It expires, well, it stops trading at, I guess, 4:15 this afternoon, but its closing price is based on the open print tomorrow morning. So a lot of times, even though it may finish out of the money, you don't necessarily end up being profitable because of bid-ask spreads, and because, you know, they don't really they're not fair, actually, with that part of it. So unless it makes a big move today, and if we move down 3, that may be enough. I don't know. We'll take a look at that when we go through the A+ list as well. Alright, so here, starting off with Apple, dropped below our short strike here. So that's kind of a good thing, and it has been kind of baselining along this support line here. So we'll see what happens with it. We have until tomorrow afternoon on that. Amazon is not cooperating. That's probably going to be a loser. Baidu, wow. See, you just don't know. You just do not know what these things are going to do these days. This is big, because if you remember right, I was thinking that I missed an opportunity here to go with a bear call on this, and look, might have got burnt. Jeez, what the heck is going on here? Chipotle looks like as though that is going to work out. We do have a downtrend on the weekly and on the daily that we were able to utilize for that. We had a little scary moment here the middle of this week, or the first part of this week, but looks like things are turning in the right direction. Costco, at least I'm thinking that there's just too much clutter in here. Might be able to go with a bull put, just looking at the weekly, but it's getting kind of compressed as well. Taking a look at the Dow, our resistance trend line here is playing out nicely. Again, it's just there as a reference. If the downtrend is to continue, is it going to come up here, test it, and then pull back, or is it going to break out? That's all it's there for. It's not like any magic tool or anything like that. Gold, choppy. Google. So that has been cooperating, and actually I'm out of Google. No, it's LinkedIn that I'm out of. I will probably exit Google today. Let me start my notebook here. And actually, I just looked at my notebook. I was supposed to get out of it yesterday. I will get out of it today. LinkedIn, we did exit that one. And that was a nice little profitable trade. And actually, it's setting up again here. So LinkedIn goes in the setup list category, I guess you could say. NDX, just look at it. We drew a support line in here, and it looks like it's playing out well. We are in an uptrend, so this target is moved down to here. There we go. Netflix, we bought that short back. We're going to take a look here. We said that Netflix, we needed that to get to $15.52. So let's take a look here on the risk profile. Let's see here. I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, so let's do an analyze duplicate trade. It's not going to let me do that. Here, let me just do this. I'll change this to buy. And if we bought it at, let's say 665, I think I should be able to work this out here. Oh, wait. That's better. And we need it to move to, what did I say here? We need it to move to 1552. So, where are we now? Wait a minute, I need that. I don't know how to do this. I mean, I do know how to do it, but I'm not going to waste everybody's time doing that here. We need this to move to 1665. I mean, it's there now? No. We need it to move to 1552. Huh. What am I doing here? Because it's telling me, am I on the right one? Netflix? Hang on, let me figure out what I'm doing here. Well, here, I think it's telling me that it actually closed at 1665 yesterday. So it just was a screamer, I guess, in the afternoon. So I did that, I think I checked around, 2 o'clock or so. And it must have moved significantly higher after that. Let's take a look here and see what happened. Yeah, it did. It made a pretty big move up and hung on after hours. So that could be interesting. See what it opens at today. Maybe I might be able to rescue that particular trade. Priceline, though, might be a different story. And it didn't get all that big of a surge yesterday. And looking at a 15-minute, yeah, it kind of petered out. So we may not be able to rescue that one as well as we were able to recover on Netflix. Let's take one other peek here at, what are we looking at for a delta? 78. So that means for every dollar move in the underlying, you either gain or lose 78 cents on that particular so we're looking at, it's at 1720, and we need it to get to what? 1715. Well, that looks also okay. So you never know. We're starting to lose, though, some juice in these, so it might not be all that pretty. Now here's something that is not pretty. We're just going to have to see how those work out today. Russell is making me nervous. So the guru is very nervous about Russell, just because those accounts can't afford to have another big loser. And we'll have to see how it works out today. If it does drop 3 points, though, it's going to drop below the short. And if I can get close to not losing too much on it, I will get out. So we're down 280 right now. SPX, I think, is going to be okay. We'll see if we can get out of that today. And last but not least is Tesla. Come on, Tesla. Here we go. Tesla is like a rising star here. Actually, more like a Roman candle. So we're just going to stay away from that too right now, just because it looks like there might be a trend change there in the works. So that's it for today. Maybe I'll have a clearer picture tomorrow about what happened today, hopefully. A little foggy in the head, I guess, this morning. So thank you very much for watching. I hope the fog clears. Have a great day and happy trading.